them to step up in big games like this.
Back to throw, it's Zeno. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Second down. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. To the air, it's Brosmer. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29.
You've thrown for a bunch of yards, and you've thrown a couple of touchdowns.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense because you don't have hands? Man.
From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart. Lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he intercepts it. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He's gonna pass. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires one high and deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. A really good return after the interception puts him in business at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
Big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easy.
Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Off the play fake on first down. Going over the top. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception. This game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnover?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D. Flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on.
It was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the...
And he intercepts it. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down and you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
You do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. How about that, making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To throw, it's Brosmer coming after him. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Ball in the air, intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big pull.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Offense gets set for fake spike now, looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.